Systems armed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And liftoff of Endeavour, going where east and west do meet at the International Space Station.
Houston now controlling.
Houston Endeavour, roll program.
Just realize she's alive. We would all try to save her. Our survival is our prize. She's alive. She's a sentient being that hears every word we're saying. If I can do it, you can do it too. We should celebrate a life.
All right. Welcome to the show. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We do have a lot to get to planned in this 2 hours. I've got a couple of special guests backstage. I'm going to go ahead and bring them up and then say hi to everybody, and we'll talk about that song we just played as well. So first up, we have the man behind that song you just heard, Chris Strong, Son of Snake, and I'll bring him up first. All right. Welcome to the show, Chris.
What's up, Chad? How you doing?
I'm just happy to have you here. Let's go ahead and bring up our other special guest. And it is...
Full moon brings out the madman in the streets tonight. What's it all mean? Corrupt and bankrupt, it seems.
Hey, Brad, how's it going?
Hey, Chad, what's happening, man?
Hey.
Hey, Chris, what's up, buddy?
What's
nice
up, Brad?
to meet you.
You too.
Good,
dude.
man. I love your tunes.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, man.
Love it, man. Right on. I couldn't see. I can't see very. I'm having a bad day. I almost canceled, but I'm here.
No
and
worries,
I'm happy to
you're
be here. It's good to see both of you.
You too. You too.
Very happy.
I thought I was late. I thought I was an hour early, and then I thought I was late, and then I have no idea what's going on. I am in a complete different world right now.
You're good. We just started.
Oh, perfect.
So
right
I did
on.
want to say hi to the chat real quick, and you guys can shout anybody out if you see the chat as well. But I did see Wabash Cannons in the chat. We will be hearing from them. I saw Russ in the chat.
Hey, buddy. Hey,
Jade
Rusty.
Starr.
Hey, Jade.
James Griffin. Good to see
James.
Pookie Ann.
you. Anti-At-Jack, which he is a mod here as well now. So, act right. David Rosen's here. David Rosen, that song that was the intro song is from... it's the music from one that he did for a movie. It's only on SoundCloud, so I am going to drop that link. Let's see, the real Justine Kasprick,
Wabash Cannons.
Kim's Creations.
Hey, Gibbs.
Trucker John's here. Hey, John, good to see you.
I'm assuming that's Nikki from Wabash Cannons there.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. And Nick, I don't know how to say that last name, but
Blue Unicorn is present.
Okay, Blue Unicorn is here as well.
Hey, Blue.
Very good. So real quick, what we are going to have tonight, because June 4th is Punk Day. Why is June 4th Punk Day? June 4th is Punk Day because it is the anniversary of the gig that many say changed music. Some say it changed the world, and that was the Sex Pistols show, June 4th, 1976, that really, the explosion of the British punk scene is when that really just kicked in the door. As far as that show, supposedly in attendance at that show was Morrissey, who formed the Smiths, Pete Shelley and Howard DeVito, who formed the Buzzcocks, Marky Smith, who formed the Fall, and members of Joy Division. So not only was it an influence on music in general, it was an influence on specific bands that mean a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah, Shane McGowan was there too. So was Billy Idol.
Nice.
Apparently, some of the guys, the Clash guys, were there. Mm-hmm. They were called. They actually opened the 101ers. They opened that show.
Nice.
And that was Joe Strummer's first band.
So there's definitely going to be some things expected from a punk show. There's also going to be some things unexpected. And Brad, you're going to play tonight. At some point.
Yeah.
And planning to hang out though for the most part.
Yeah. I'll stay as long as I can.
Very good. Okay, so Chris, we opened up the show though with the world premiere of one of your videos, and why don't you tell us a little bit about that one?
Cool.
That song is called Unčí, and which means grandmother in Lakota. and I kind of just wrote it as a little bit of an ode to her. You know, I these last couple years I've found through my cousin uncle, Lakota spirituality, Wachukia. And it's just basically a warning of what's happening to this planet and to treat her better, you know, put a little bit of awareness out there and hopefully, you know, draw people in with the music and maybe they'll get a message out of it. Hopefully, you know, and that's what that's about.
Nice. Well, we definitely have another world premiere of yours. It's a cover of a Wiper song. And then we've got a collab with you and Valerie Bott. So excited to have all of these tonight. Lots of fun stuff. So I do want to go ahead and just start the show, though, with something expected. And that's actually a cover of one of the songs that the Sex Pistols played that night at that gig. This actually comes from a band from Indonesia. So the band is called Ombrum, and this is Pretty Vacant.
Mana tangannya semua angkat dong, yo! There's no point in hiding any can we play, or just remember I don't decide. I got no reason, it's not too much. Alone in my mind. Oh, too low. Oh, it's so pretty, I'm so pretty. A break, oh, it's so pretty, I'm so pretty. A break, don't have to count the days and I don't care. Oh, private scale, and I don't care. I don't believe in illusion, it's best of what's real. As long as you coming. You know what the feels, yeah. Oh, we're so pretty, I'm so pretty. Oh, breakers, oh, we're so pretty, I'm so pretty. Oh, breakers, oh, we're so pretty, I'm so pretty. And now, and we don't care. There's bones and nothing and you can't reply. Or just remember, I don't decide. You got no reason, it's not too much. You got to find me. Oh, too low. You are the lost. Oh, we're so pretty, I'm so pretty. Oh, breakers. Oh, we're so pretty, I'm so pretty. Oh, breakers. Oh, we're so pretty, I'm so pretty. And now, and we don't care. A pretty vacant. A pretty vacant. A pretty vacant. A pretty vacant. And you don't care. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. So I just want to get it set the tone properly with a Sex Pistols song. We will have another Sex Pistols song later in the show. Also some covers from G.G. Allin, the Ramones, Circle Jerks, Bad Religion, Black Flag, and the Wipers. I believe Brad's going to do a Misfits as well.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm doing a Misfits tune and a T.H.U.G tune. Sorry about the sun. The sun is setting right behind me and I can't fix it. So I'm trying to plug in a light, but I don't know if I can even do it. I don't know.
Oh, you're good. This is a punk show. It's
good.
No,
Because I'm a mess right now. And honestly, how long before this Pistols gig was the Ramones there or the Dolls?
Yeah,
they had to have been there a year before the Pistols played.
They were. I've actually heard that story. That's kind of what got everyone going.
Yeah, it was the Ramones and the Dolls.
And then the guy opened up the clothing shop, and that's kind of how
Malcolm McLaren and
Vivian
Westwood.
Yeah, the fashion part of it started.
Yeah. And put the Sex Pistols together kind of like the same way Ron Perlman put the New Kids on the Block together. It was no different. To sell clothes. They were a commercial for a clothing store. Whereas the Ramones were a little more kind of rock and roll, garagey, authentic, and the Dolls were just awesome up and down the road.
Yep.
Right.
For sure.
I did want to say hello. I did see Valerie Bott in the
Val.
chat. Jorge popped in. And Two Dead Piles of Shit, who we will be playing a G.G. Allin cover from, if you believe it.
That's fitting.
And Sid and Nancy are here. So
it's awesome to see more G.G. fans in the world. I always love meeting people that love G.G.
Oh yeah.
I should break out my bobblehead doll.
Oh, you got one?
Oh
yeah. Cool.
I'm wanting to order the set. There's the
I think
whole...
it's back here in this closet, I think.
Oh.
I keep G.G. in the closet. Just kidding. Hey, but real quick, I want to show you this poster for Nikki. This is that poster with your husband's band on it, Skullbusters.
Oh, Necros too, cool.
Yeah, this is Nikki from Wabash Cannon's husband's band, Skullbusters.
Cool.
So if she's watching.
Yeah. What year was that poster from?
It doesn't have a year. I'm assuming probably 81 or something. Maybe 82, 83 or something.
Right.
Doesn't have a date.
Gotcha.
Just October, that's it.
Well, since you brought up Wabash Cannons, we might as well go to one of their songs. So that's basically a couple of the bands playing tonight are ones that you referred back. You're basically kind of an executive producer on this show tonight. So this is one of the bands, and what do you know about Wabash Cannons?
Well, I haven't actually officially met anybody, but I kind of ran across them through a mutual friend, Glenn, who has a little record label and radio show in Colorado Springs. And I think he met Nikki, if I'm not mistaken, in San Diego. And that's where they're from. And I believe their bass player was also in Battalion of Saints, which is pretty well known. I think my band Snag played with them once, I believe. Or we're going to. We had to reschedule it because it got broken up or something.
Nice.
But so I think it's, we just kind of have sort of met through them, and we're possibly going to be doing a collaboration split album through Glenn, 3 songs each. But that's still in the works, and they're just a kick-ass band. Right. I love their style. Yeah,
me too. We're going to go to Joan of Arc, which is their most recent release.
Cool.
So here we go.
All right.
With the secret, no one else knows. Chosen for victory, just the passion soul. Listen to the voices in your head. Following the message, the path you're led. No one's gonna save The courage shone through. They Joan of Arc. Be free. Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
All right. No idea what happened there.
So nice. You got to play it twice.
Yeah.
So, Brad, are you ready to go ahead and play us one? Or
Yeah, I can play a song. Sure.
Awesome.
All right,
I figure
let's
we'll
give this
go
a
to you with one of your songs, and then we'll go to another world premiere after that.
Can you hear that? Does that sound all right? Is it distorting? Is it bad?
It sounded fine to me.
Sounds good.
Oh, good. Okay, let's try this. I can't see anything, so it's going to be tough. Laying on the floor in a pool of blood and cum, my demons lay beside me as I kissed them one by one. Then on that day I met a force that nothing will compare. I was born the son of evil when I fucked the devil there. My daddy was a powerful soul back in 56. My mother was a virgin when she first felt this prick. And on that day, baby Jesus Christ was born, an alien to the world. He set out to destroy. And I'm the son of evil, the god of fire and hell. I'm the son of evil, the one you'll never know. As I look into your eyes, I only cry for help. I wanna paralyze you cause I only love myself. When I was reborn, from the day I fucked the devil, nothing will come close to me because I am immortal. Many lives I've lived and many times I've died, but my soul cannot be stopped. It's on an endless ride. As I look into your eyes, I see an icy stare. Wanna bring you to your knees, destroy your life right there. Put your hand in mine as I take you for a ride. I'll see your life be stripped away, cause today you're gonna die. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Da-da-da-da. Laying on the floor in a pool of blood and cum, my demons lay beside me as I kissed them one by one. For on that night I met a force that nothing will compare. I was born the son of evil when I fucked the devil there. My daddy was a powerful soul back in 56. My mother was a virgin when she first felt this prick. Then on September 16th, baby Jesus Christ was born, an alien to the world. He was set out to destroy. Well, I'm the son of evil, the god of fire and hell. I'm the son of evil, the one you'll never know. Look into my eyes, you'll only cry for help. I wanna paralyze you cause I only love myself.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful, eh? What
Beautiful.
a charming, beautiful, lovely song. It's a love song.
Right? Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought some GG. We do have a couple of GG related things. Why don't we first, real quick, go to a special message, actually from GG's brother. So
Merle.
let me.
Cool beans.
Yeah, because the GG's death anniversary, June 28th, at the end of this month. So the Murder Junkies were to do a tour, but unfortunately, Merle he got into an accident, and he's been recovering from that. And unfortunately, they've had to cancel the tour. But more on that from him.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen and fellow scumfucks. This is Merle Allin from the Murder Junkies, and you are watching the HaM Show with Chad Freeman. And, as you probably know by now, the 2023 Scumfuck Family Tour has been canceled due to my health conditions after being hit by a car while I was riding my bicycle. But as soon as I'm recovered, you can rest assured that the tour will be rescheduled, and we will be back on the road again. Also, my good friend and favorite artist, Lou Rasconi, has set up a GoFundMe, which is on my personal page. I don't really like asking for help from people, and I know times are tough, so enough about that. I'm grateful for all the well wishes and support from all the friends and fans and hundreds of messages and comments I've gotten. So once again, you are watching the HaM Show with Chad Freeman. And don't forget to wash your hands and wipe your ass, and scum fucks for life. Murder Junkies will be back. Have a great day.
Yeah, that was really cool. Right on.
Beautiful.
I feel bad for him, man.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
So he's got medical expenses, and he's got to pay for his new face tattoos.
Yeah, he evidently
$20,000
in medical expenses. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, if anybody does have anything that they can help, especially fans of punk, fans of the Murder Junkies and Merle and GG, I dropped the GoFundMe, and hopefully, we can help out a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Why don't we? I know she is a fan of the Murder Junkies and G.G. Allin, and I'm talking about Valerie Bott. We've got this collab that definitely everybody's excited to hear. So we're just going to go to it, and then we can talk a bit about it afterwards. But this is Ready, Steady, Go, and it's Valerie Bott and Son of Snake.
Every day gets a little bit shorter. Colder nights are just round the corner. There's a high five I was hoping you'd join me inside. But I wasted too much time on the streets to do all the mobile lazy summer days. But off before I come back, I can wait another minute, and I'm running out of time. Ready, steady, go. Ready, steady, go. Ready, steady, a little magic wand and a fly across the ocean. There's no time for human transportation. I see locomotion with a total imagination. I can find myself alone with you. Oh, I'm done playing games, and I'm done with every station. It's a complicated situation, way too much temptation. Put my toes through the starting line, just waiting for the sun to glow. Ready, steady, go. Ready, steady, go. I'm a search to take my time. Don't worry about the bottom line, and don't take too much. They say to harm. But the sabotage was mine. No, babe, I won't give yourself to the feelings that you hide. Let it all out, you can count on tomorrow and forever. Then the story will break and every bottle. There's one last day to take me for a ride. Let it steady go. Oh, 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 let it steady go. Get a bitch.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was killer. That's my favorite Valerie Bat song, and now I love it even more. Oh my God, it's so, you guys did a great job. Right
you.
on.
I just followed her lead.
I have no idea why I'm so out of focus, but that's okay. So yeah, that song, I mean, the minute that I heard Valerie play it originally, I was like, that could so be a punk song. And then Chris was talking about, you know, he was open to collabs and such. And then when she played it on the multi-stream, I asked her, I said, hey, you know, Son of Snake's down to do a collab on that song. Would you be interested? And she said, yeah. So then the next day, Chris messaged me and was like, what was the song again? So I sent him a link to it. And then like the next day he sent the music over and I was like, wow. So yeah, no. And then Valerie's vocals, just perfect. I mean, yeah, fantastic. So awesome job.
That was, you did a great job there, Chris. Right on, man.
I appreciate it. Like I said, I just followed her lead.
Valerie, you rock.
It's her song. It's
that
a
was
great
awesome.
Song.
Yeah, Valerie is so metal and so punk. She definitely is. And I think Valerie, you could be doing so many different collabs, and I think your songwriting can fit so many different genres. So awesome job.
Yeah, it's a great song. It was fun to play it for sure. And I got to do little backups going, ready, steady, go.
So I did want to ask both of you basically what because I know punk's a big influence on both of you, your life in general, and also your music. So just, you know, what does punk music mean to you yourself in general? And I guess, Chris, we can start with you.
To me, it means freedom, and it's freedom to walk your own path. It's also, you know, obviously I got into it through rebellion. But to me, it's like, you know, punk was my gateway drug to other things. So it freed me up to like what I like and not give a damn about caring if people like that or not, you know. Like I like the Carpenters, you know.
Right.
But I also, you know, I like the Accused and, you know, and Christ on Parade and DOA and, you know, but so it's kind of like to me it just ultimately means freedom.
Right.
Yeah.
And you were really young when you first got into punk music?
Yeah, well, when I really first heard it and liked it, it was The Clash, but I was really young then.
Right.
I was in the late 70s, early 80s. And then, you know, I got into metal because I liked metal too as a young kid. My first concert ever was Judas Priest Screaming for Vengeance tour. And, you know, a couple years being into metal, my good friend Eric Scott, who's no longer with us, rest in peace. You know, he let me borrow a couple, I think, Battalion of Saints and Christ on Parade and Crumbsuckers, I think was it. He let me borrow those. And then I got a hold of that live Black Flag album and Poison Idea and Suicidal. And I kind of, for a good year or two, I dropped metal altogether and was like, no, this is way better. But you know, now I like them at both, but I'm always gonna be a punk at heart, and
right.
That's what my love is, and that's the music I create.
Right.
So, yeah.
And what about you, Brad? What does punk mean to you, just in general?
I think it's the same kind of idea. When I was young, I got turned on to punk rock from my older friends, and it became kind of just who we were. There was only a small group of people that were into punk rock in the 80s, early 90s, and all those people kind of gelled together of various ages. So there was a lot of different people from different age groups, but there was only maybe 30 of us in the whole town that were at all into punk rock, and it just brought us closer together and gave us a bond that we couldn't get anywhere else. And and it was the gateway drug to the other gateway drugs. So it was just more drugs and cooler people to do them with.
Right.
Yeah. I like
and then that was
too.
it. And people, especially when Nirvana or whatever they were called, whenever they kind of started to happen, all the same guys that used to pick on me were asking me for mixtapes.
Right.
So then it kind of got, my high school punk rock band all of a sudden became very, very popular very quickly.
Right.
So it, by 93, I was making records and playing around, and and that was it. That was my whole life, has been this.
Right.
And I think even the music I do now is still punk rock. Even the most mellowest acoustic song I have is still punk rock to me.
Right. Well, the thing is that punk rock is very influential on so many different genres, and so many genres kind of bleed and influence each other, like especially outlaw country and country in general, and then of course you mentioned Nirvana, but yes, definitely grunge and alternative music. I would say rap, they've kind of influenced each other. Metal, especially black metal and the heavier stuff like that. So it's a genre that at its spirit, it's a do-it-yourself, which now all of the indie musicians are kind of doing at its core punk in a way. So it's one of those that's very like influence so much more than I think people give credit.
Yeah. And Brad brought up a good point, that feeling of community, which, I didn't really necessarily have before that. I was always kind of searching for that, and I found that within punk rock.
Right.
It was definitely a crew of true friends and people that had each other's backs, in case a group full of like cowboys or jocks wanted to kick our ass, and we'd always, most of the time, chase them off. A couple of times we got our butts kicked though.
Right.
Real quick, I want to show this to Blue. He mentioned Plaid Retina the other day. Here's that flyer with my band Double Ugly playing with Plaid Retina.
Nice.
So Plaid Retina were a really good band. But
and speaking of Blue Unicorn, I actually do have two different covers that Blue Unicorn did. Both are I would say unexpected when you're talking about punk, because they're of course Blue unicornized. So I'm going to go to one of those right now. Awesome. Go to the Circle Jerks cover, Shit Hits the Fan. So let me get that pulled up. There we go.
In a sluggish economy, inflation, recession, it's the land of the free. Standing unemployment lines, blame the government for hard times, but we just get by. That however we can. We all got a duck when the shit hits the fan. 10 kids in a Cadillac, stand in line for welfare checks. Let's all reach off the state. Gee, the money's really great, but we just get by however we can. We all got a duck when the shit hits the fan. Soup lines, 3 loaves of bread, 5-pound blocks of cheese, bags of groceries. Social security has run out on you and me. We do whatever we can. We got a duck when the shit hits the fan. We just get by however we can. We all got a duck when the shit hits the fan.
Bring me the chorus, Dan.
All right. Good job, Blue.
So that was them, I think, Blue Unicorn playing in the bar when they were meeting the lady with the glove.
Repo Man.
That was Circle Jerks playing the lounge version of that song in that
in that movie.
Yeah,
that was one of the cool. When I was growing up, I loved that movie like crazy.
That was where
it was the only time I saw like a real, actual kind of authentic look at what we looked like from from Hollywood, like what they thought we looked like, but it felt authentic and good.
Yeah,
because in other movies like thrashing and stuff like that, it just was not right. Even though what the hell's his name, Thanos, he was in RKL. The guy Josh Brolin played in RKL.
Yeah, in the early days, I heard that too.
Yeah,
I heard that too. RKL's one of my
I always
favorites.
loved him.
I actually have a big tattoo right here of the guy's face melted beanie.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. So we do have another special guest tonight that is going to perform. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him up right now.
You dirty little secret, your sins are lies.
Welcome, Dom.
Hey, everybody. What the hell's going on?
What's up, Dom?
Hey, Dommy. What's up, buddy?
Already drinking, huh?
It's showtime. I know, for some reason, I just magically join playing music and getting wasted.
Right.
Just kind of go hand in hand, you know?
Good for you, Dom. Keeping it real, brother.
I asked Brad this and Chris this already, so I figured I'd ask you. But what does punk music mean to you?
Not so much music, but punk is just it's just a belief, you know. It's a crazy way of, or a normal way of just looking at anything. So anything can be punk. It all depends on the attitude you kind of go into it with, you know?
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the thing is that to me, I got into punk music late. It was actually, I would say, grunge that I then started looking back.
Right. Everyone does that at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was after that I got into the Sex Pistols.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, it was the Germs and also Bad Brains later on as well. But for me, punk is, very much just do whatever. And like you were saying, how it applies to, anything, not just music, but just do it. Like no excuses, just jump into it and do it. and do it with whatever you have, and also kind of make up your own rules.
I think it's a lot of that. It's a lot of living your best self and not giving a shit the the slack you're gonna get for it.
Right.
And that's when it's fun, especially when you're at the age where you don't have to give a shit. It comes to a certain point in your life, even if you don't want to, you have to give a shit. But, so punk is definitely for youth. I think we bring a lot of it with us as we're adults, and, we can't have the reckless abandon we once did, but, you can still keep it alive in certain ways. I feel lucky because, especially, I think, from the comments and stuff I'm hearing, I think we're all in that age where we really were there at the birth of punk music in America. It started with the Ramones and the Stooges, and then it just took off with like Dead Kennedys and Circle Jerks and T.S.O.L. and I mean the list of bands just go on and on. Circle Jerks, I love friggin' Circle Jerks. Matter of fact, I've always wanted to cover the song Wonderful. And I was talking to Folk Punk. I'm like, I'll do it if Folk Punk will sing it because I think he would sound amazing because it's like the most friendly song in the world. And Folk Punk is like the most friendly person I've ever met. So, yeah.
So
that would be cool.
So you were gonna play tonight. Did you want to go ahead and play one now, or?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll play one out, and then we'll chat a bit.
So, which one are you going to play for us?
Well, first, Chad called me. He was like, "Well, I know you do the Bad Religion cover of Sorrow, so maybe you can play that." And I'm like, "I would love to play." I said, "I can't play Sorrow on a punk rock show because even when Bad Religion made it, it's not so much a punk rock song, I said, but I've been toying with a few other songs, so I'm going to try a different Bad Religion song. I think it comes from No Control. I'm not positive.
All right,
and
take it away.
I will save the naming of the song when people know what it is. Hopefully people know what it is. Otherwise, uh-oh. All right, here we go. I'm going to go to the studio. All right. Brother Christian, with your high and mighty errand, action speaks so loud, I can't hear what you're saying. Hey sister, bleeding heart, with all of your compassion, your labors soothe the hurt, but can't assuage temptation. Hey man of science, with your perfect rules of measure, can you improve this place, the data that you gather? Hey, Mother Mercy, will your loins bear fruit forever? Is your profundity a travel or a treasure? I want to conquer the world, give all the idiots a brand new religion, put an end to poverty, uncleanliness and toil, promote equality in all of my decisions in a quick blink of an eye. God, you must be joking. Hey, Mr. Diplomat, with your worldly aspiration, did you see the children cry when you left them at the station? Hey, moral soldier, you righteous proclamation and precious tones of fuel. Your configuration, I won't conquer the world. Give all the idiots a brand new religion. Put an end to poverty, uncleanliness, and toil. Promote equality in all of my decisions. I want to conquer the world. Expose the corporation, feed them to the children. Do away with air pollution, then I'll save the wells. We'll have peace on earth and global communion. I want to conquer the world. I want to conquer the world. I want to conquer the world. I want to conquer the world.
Well done, buddy. Right on.
Awesome job.
Excellent.
Thank you.
So I want to real quick right now go to another one of the world premieres. Got one from Pole Vault, and it's actually a Ramones cover. And this is another one of those of, you know, not what you expect necessarily in watching a punk show. But here we go.
Go keep it talk. That's what they want to give to me.
What y'all think of that?
That was
Awesome.
trippy.
Yeah, I always love Pole to bring, always bring the unexpected.
You have to, you know.
Yeah, that reminded me of so many cool things like Jandak or Alien Sex Fiend and Throbbing Gristle and
Throbbing Gristle. Oh my
Virgin
lord!
Prunes and like it sounds like Flipper and like early Butthole stuff. Like it just sounds all kind of disjointed and noisy, and I love that shit. I love it.
So I'm gonna go to a sneak peek. This is not a world premiere because he is planning to have a actual video for it later. He's currently this is punk has a fun, a silly side to it as well, and this taps into that. I'll talk a little bit more about it after we watch it. Here we go.
I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't die, hope the cat don't fall from way up high. Hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. The cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat. I hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't die, hope the cat don't fall from way up high. Hope the cat don't fall, hope the cat don't slip and splat.
All right, so
that was phenomenal.
That is
awesome.
That is from David Rosen. That's a project that is actually 10 years in the making, called the Pups. It's all songs basically inspired by and about his pets. And right now you can pre-order it, and the last track on the album, you can get your pet's name on the track.
Oh, cool!
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. and the album goes all sorts of styles, from bluesy rock to punk to just all over the place. So that's a fun project that he's been working on for some time, and he's got it out there now for pre-order, and I did drop the link for that. But yeah,
cool. That kind of reminded me of Mr. T Experience. One of the East Bay. There's a bunch of kind of like this nerdcore movement in the late '80s out of the East Bay. Kind of reminds me of that stuff.
Yeah. I remember hearing about the Mr. T Experience.
That's the thing. Like within punk music, that like most people who really don't know the music just hear the word punk and they either think of Ramones or Sex Pistols. But once you get inside the genre, there's a genre of punk. There's country punk and hippie punk and straight edge, and there's so many there's so many divisions within it that it's a complete full genre of its own. Like they used to call it a subgenre, and it's really not.
Right. Yeah.
For sure.
One of the things I think is great is because when you go back to punk, a lot of it starts with the rebellion and the youth, And when I see younger kids getting into punk and playing it, it's really super cool. So this one band called Color Killer, I don't know if any of you are familiar with them, but they actually started with, some of the members were 8 years old, and they actually played the Warped Tour with two of them at 8, and then I think the other ones were, I believe, around 12. And they're still playing music. There's actually a documentary that's on Prime Video about them that's really cool, called Young Punks. I've got one of their tracks. I've got a couple. Hopefully we can get to the second one, but I am going to play the most recent one that they've uploaded on their channel. It's called Helmets. And so they're now 17, I think, is the oldest. And so the youngest would be like 13. But the musicianship of this band is just phenomenal. And here we go.
Where's your helmet? Where's your helmet? Go to the punk rock show tonight. I'm gonna ride my board and you can take your flight. There's just a lot of mean people with cars out there and they can come out of nowhere fast. You better look both ways or I'm not right on the rest. Where's your helmet? Where's your helmet? Where's your helmet? Where's your helmet? Let's go! Where's your helmet? 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 Where's your helmet?
Yeah, those
Hell
kids
yeah,
are so
man.
awesome.
Great.
That was
That was cool.
legit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
right
they
on.
they are legit.
We're running like a combination of like 7 seconds, minor threat. A lot of
I
good
hear that.
stuff. And I love how he ended it on the little classic rock minor chord, and that was, or the 7th chord, that was cool.
Yeah. So
Hey, check out real quick. Check out
Mhm.
Bat Scratch.
Yeah, yeah, I did. I
That-
contacted them, and they liked my message but didn't respond.
They're busy. They're
Yeah.
actually, I think they were on some major magazine cover recently. They're super popular because of that little kid, man. They're
Yeah,
something else.
he's like 7 or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And they're
yeah.
playing hardcore.
Yeah,
Hardcore.
yeah. No, they're awesome. They are.
He wears headphones to protect his ears.
Yeah, yeah.
They're blowing up right now. They're getting pretty
Right.
popular.
So, Brad, were you gonna play another one of the songs that you prepared?
Yeah, I'll play another one. Yeah, because I got a split at 8:30.
Yeah, you
Okay.
you got places you got to be, don't you,
Brad
Brad?
and Dom both are playing Stonerfest, which starts right
And
after this.
I'm not.
Gonna...
I don't think either one of us are nearly stoned enough to go. We'll get in trouble if we ain't high enough to go to the show.
All right, let me try this here. I can't see anything. It's so damn bright in here.
And
Just give me a minute.
were you,
Yeah,
were
you
you
can
gonna
chat
do
while I
a
set this
Misfits?
up. Yeah, I'm gonna play a Misfits song. I used to play this a lot when I growing up, and it, I have a mixed relationship with Misfits, but I read the song, and if I can get it to play. wanna scream, scream with me. Moments like this never last. When do creatures rape your face? Hybrids open up the door. And ooh, baby, when you cry, your face is momentary. You hide the looks behind these scars. These hybrid moments give me a moment. These hybrid moments give me a moment. And ooh, baby, when you cry, your face is momentary. You hide the looks behind these scars. These hybrid moments give me a moment. These hybrid moments give me a moment. And ooh, baby, when you cry, your face is momentary. You hide your looks behind these scars. These hybrid moments give me a moment. These hybrid moments, these hybrid moments. And ooh, baby, when you cry, your face is momentary. You hide your looks behind these scars. For hybrid moments, in these hybrid moments. These hybrid moments give me a moment.
All right.
Great job,
Yeah,
Brad.
cool. Thanks, man. That sound all right?
Sounds
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was good.
All right.
Great.
No, I'm glad you brought some Misfits because I didn't have any covers of any Misfits from anybody. You said you have a weird relationship with the Misfits.
Yeah, yeah. I never liked when bands played Misfits songs like that were playing with us. It always drove me crazy. And I remember playing playing in the States somewhere, and there was a sign on the stage that said absolutely no Misfits.
Yeah.
Because it just gets overdone and overdone and overdone, and you know, people just miss the point of it all. And then Glenn Danzig's such a douchebag that it's hard to reconcile. You know, but I really love that song. I always loved that song, so I thought, yeah, I'll play that. It was that or Sloppy Seconds, a song about beating women. So I thought maybe I'd do Hybrid Moments then Sloppy Seconds.
I saw someone posted in chat before. They said that one of the bands they first got into when they got into punk, Dead Milkmen, of course, me too. But Day Glow Abortions and Drunk and Driving had to be one of my favorite
I did that
songs.
song in my first band.
Oh, I love that damn. That song is so
I
good.
do My Girl a lot. I do Dream Date of the 90s still.
Nice.
Well, I got knocked up in the 80s, went to a clinic for ladies. They suck a fucking suction hose up my cunt and suck the scrapes up states. Killed a little runt. Yeah. I still play a lot. I love Daglows. They're awesome.
They're great. Yep.
They're Canadian institution, those guys.
That's right. Then SNFU and DOA are
SNFU. I played with them a lot.
Okay. So did I.
I played with SNFU a bunch of times.
I played with SNFU and NoFX on one bill.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Before NoFX was popular, it was their first album. They were still a hardcore band.
Yeah. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. But here's a flyer right here real quick.
Oh, that's a good one.
Bad Religion and RKL. Dehumanizers and Sang Puppets. This was one of the best shows I've ever seen, but I didn't really get to enjoy it like I wanted to because I had a really bad case of mono.
Oh, no.
And I probably gave it to the whole theater. But I couldn't really. I mean, I had like 103 temp, but my friend somehow drug me out to it. I'm glad they did, because it was one of the few shows I actually got to watch instead of just dancing the whole time, you know, when I was a kid. So I thought I'd share that.
And have you guys ever hear of, they were a New York-based band on Alternative Tentacles called False Prophets?
Yes.
Oh, man.
They're a great band. They had that sort of a clean guitar sound, I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Stefan the singer. I kind of knew him. Like I hung out with him, but he would just hang out with anyone. My girlfriend used to cut his hair, so we like go get wasted together.
Yeah,
but I saw them like do a bunch of shows at CBGB's. They were like a staple there, and I mean the place was just ecstatic. I mean they were such great show.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, I remember hearing them a long time ago on Maximum Rock and Roll Radio, I believe.
Okay, yeah,
they played them quite a bit.
Alice Donut.
No, I love Alice Donut.
Alice
so
Donut.
much.
Oh, did you watch that movie? They made a documentary about it. Oh,
I saw it a couple of years ago. That was the first time I'd ever seen what they looked like.
Oh,
I had
really?
all their records and had no idea what they looked like.
Okay.
Like the Tiny Ugly World. The Untidy Suicides.
Oh, everything. Dorothy, Egg.
Magdalene,
Egg.
all those songs.
Egg is like the most amazing song because
Lisa's dad.
Lisa's father, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of their first.
Sound.
Yeah, they're wicked.
You know what? They remind me, they were pretty much like a punk version of Pearl Jam because they were phenomenal. I mean, they could play anything. Mm-hmm. But you know, and they put it all into punk, but they were a great, probably one of the best dual guitar punk bands ever.
Mm-hmm. Detroit's
Pure Acid Park was a big influence on me. I loved that record a lot. Untidy Suicides was a bigger influence, but I really loved that Pure Acid Park record. Mm-hmm. We used to play that a lot.
So we're going to go to the Punk Rock Museum real quick. The Punk Rock Museum opened up in April in Las Vegas, and Chris and Court, they've got a video clip here of when they went, so we're going to go to that.
All right, we have arrived at the Punk Rock Museum. We have a guided tour with Smelly from No Effects booked, so let's get inside and get to this tour.
You know, he wanted to instigate. Kind of like what attracted me to punk. That it was just something just fucking angry. He wasn't up there just goofing around like, yeah. Pulling his little ding-ding out, pulling his face apart. The Misfits are from New Jersey. They started in 1975-ish.
The Punk Rock Museum was such a cool place and was filled with so many incredible things, including instruments used on some of my favorite records, clothes worn by legendary musicians, and even a Devo energy dome.
This guy was like one of my top, like I was listening to Group Sex, but how the fuck did you play that? Still to this day, no fucking idea.
There were so many cool photos to look at, a couch that Kurt Cobain sat on, and so much musical gear from every decade of punk, and from all around the world, not just the US, including some stuff from the Canadian punk scene, although it could use some more SNFU stuff if you ask me. They have a bar where you can grab a drink, and a wedding chapel and tattoo shop opening soon. But the best part is the jam room, where you can actually play gear that was owned by famous punk musicians.
Hey, would y'all like to check out Tim Armstrong's guitar from Rancid?
Do I want to check out Tim Armstrong's guitar? The answer to that is obviously yes, although he's a lefty, so I couldn't play much on it. But they also had a bass from Mike Herrera of MXPX. So if you're in Vegas, definitely stop by the Punk Rock Museum and definitely get Smelly as your tour guide.
Alright guys, the Punk Rock Museum was awesome. Had a really good time in there. Smelly was a fantastic tour guide.
Very informative. I liked it. Lots of personal touches.
A lot of fucking magic happened in here. 98 me and a couple other bands practicing here. It was for 20 fucking years, their room. Yeah, pretty fucking cool, man.
All right. So, but I know Brad's got to go here shortly.
Yeah,
Dom, are you still here for a bit, or
yeah? I'll stay for a little bit.
Okay,
a little bit more. I forget.
Yeah, I got to tell you, my drummer Mikey has a page called Mikey and his Uke on YouTube.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he does like punk rock covers with all of these guys. Like everybody we've been talking about tonight has all been parts of his videos. The last video he did had like a write up in Alternative Press and like Kerrang and all these weird magazines, and Tony Hawk sang it, and Trent Reznor was in it. Like he did really good on the last one. There was a lot of cool people in the last one.
Yeah, I follow that show. It's a great show.
Yeah, that's the drummer from my band, Mikey.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm gonna go to two dead piles of shit, which they've been hanging out in chat, and this is one that Brad will appreciate. It's a cover of a G.G. Allin song.
Cool.
So here we go.
What's the mobile? For Christ's sake, shove over! Or Blasphemies. I have to work with the Blasphemies. When you love me, that is your ass. Then nobody knows my fault. I don't need your crying shit. Embarrassing, take off me. Buddy, you scum. Buddy, you scum. Buddy, you scum. Buddy, you scum. You love me to contribute. All I got is love for you. All you want is more and more. Not only do you think you whore. Buddy, you scum. Buddy, you scum. Buddy, you scum. Buddy, you scum. One day when your end is near, I'll be laughing at your fear. When you're gone, there'll be no one who'll be fucking up my fun. No one.
Intense.
All right.
Yeah,
Very good.
cool. Bite It You Scum. What a great cover. Great cover.
Right.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Right on.
I hope they know my poop emojis were of love, not topics.
Yeah. All right, Chris, Dom, Chad, thank you for having me. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. You're the best, Chad.
My
Dom,
pleasure.
Chris, thank you very much.
I will see
Take
you
care,
shortly,
buddy.
Brad.
And
Hey,
I'll
Brad,
see
I
you
don't know if
soon.
you saw, I sent an email to everyone that I created a private stream for the musicians.
Yeah, I
of the
saw
show.
that. It confused me because now I don't know what link is Gmay's and which one is yours in the email chain.
His would be the one that says Gmay's name on the email.
Okay, good. Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks,
Love you, Brad.
Thanks,
for
Chad.
coming by.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Take care, guys.
See you soon.
right.
Bye.
So I'm gonna go real quick to a couple of quick ones. This one, where did it go? We mentioned the Ramones several times, and here was a fun cover from a band called Stark Raven, and we've already hit on the youth as far as punk, but I mean, punk's been around a while, so this is more from an older crowd.
Hey, ho, let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. Blitzkrieg,
All right.
I did not know Bernie Sanders played guitar. He was there. He was, yo, that guitar he had. How much is that guitar probably worth? You know, that's like from when he was a kid.
Right.
That's a nice guitar.
Right.
Grandpas can still listen to punk rock. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
Maybe a little bit slower than it was.
A little slower, but
right.
I tried playing one like I have. I forget what it's called. Not Guitar Hero, but they made one where you actually Rocksmith. They had a Ramones song on it, and I was trying to play it one day. Guitar all the time, and man, my wrist started.
It's all down picking.
Yeah. Oh, I had to stop. I had to ice my arm afterwards. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
So, want to go to this band is the one that Chris brought to me, Right to Remain. Friends of yours?
Yeah. I know the singer and the bass player. I've known the bass player for years. He was in a band called Take the Wall when I was in Snag, and we used to do shows. And he's good guys, good band, and they're still down in Santa Rosa from my neck of the woods. And I believe this video they're playing the Phoenix Theater, which I grew up playing. Played a lot of shows there.
All right, let's go to that.
It's haunted.
Dude, where are you from? I'm from Petaluma! Petaluma? Where's that? Just north of the Golden Gate, roll through the ball. Off the 101, relatively installed. Tunnel trucks in a block after top. Outside on the hill, stuck on Joan of Arc. Look at these short bills in the bar from the bell. Days in the Phoenix, not tonight, well. Love is the penny of graduate day. December 29th, 1993. Said you can touch me. You want to date me? Not me in a hammock. Baby, wanna get a mohawk. Mama, love me. With out in the back. I'm Petaluma, but I've never Petaluma. Winona Ryder, I hardly knew her. Where you gonna go when Tom says no? Take it outside, you're a dead inside. Head in hand, that takes a blend and he hit me so wet. Like straight out the top, and we played our first set at Gale Central Club. North of the Golden Gate, go to the ball. Up the 101 world to the top. Some goes in a plug after dark. Outside on the hill, not my brand of hope. Look at these four bills, they fly from the bill. Days in the Phoenix, not tonight, well. Loving the many, playing the thing. 7/29, 1993. Say you can touch me. Would you take it? Stop me in the hammock. Nanny make me wanna get a mohawk. I'm on that ring, it's out in the pot.
Nice.
All right. And you were saying that place is haunted?
Yeah. And there's a legend that actually I think AFI has a song about, but it's known like if you play the Phoenix, you're not supposed to wait to play your next show more than like a day because people tend to die.
Mm.
And like that's where I think that Sublime guy's last show was. There's been a few cases of that, but actually I've heard that place, because it burnt down in the 1920s. People died there.
Mm.
So yeah, there's some that's my old stomping grounds. Some crazy things have happened in that parking lot. Let me tell you.
So, Dom, were you ready to play us another one?
Yeah, absolutely.
And this time it's Dead Milkmen?
Yes. Well, I'm very happy because I saw 1,000 people talking about it. Dead Milkmen, they hold 2 records for me. I've seen thousands of, probably more, of shows. Probably the bulk of which were punk rock shows because they were just everywhere, and early 90s in New York City. Like I would literally like Dead Milkmen would come play, but they would play for like 2 weeks straight every night in a different club, and I would like try to go to all of them. They're probably like one of the most fun bands that there ever been. They don't take themselves serious, but they're good at what they do, but they don't try to be good. You know, they're tongue in cheek, but they're very biting in what they say. But anyway, so Dead Milkmen is both the band I've seen the most. I've probably been to around like 30 Dead Milkmen shows. And also the band I didn't see the most because I was like too drunk or too stoned. I got lost. I wanted a slice of pizza, you know, and missed their show entirely. So they hold both records for me. I was a dumb kid.
We all were.
Yep. All right. So I am going to attempt to play a classic Dead Milkmen song, which I believe is very apropos for this evening. A little ditty called Punk Rock Girl. When I do all the switching. Okay. Does that sound good? Yeah, it sounds good. 1, 2, 3, 4. One Saturday I took a walk to Zip Ahead. I met a girl there and she almost knocked me dead. Punk rock girl, please look at me. Punk rock girl, what do you see? We'll travel round the world, just you and me, punk rock girl. I tapped her on the shoulder, I said, you have a beau. She looked at me and smiled and said she did not know. Punk rock girl, give me a chance. Punk rock girl, let's go slam dance. Well, dressed like Minnie Pearl, just you and me, punk rock girl. We went to a Philly pizza company and ordered high tea, but the waitress said she only served it ice. So we jumped up on the table and we shouted anarchy. Someone played a Beach Boys song on the jukebox. It was California Dreamin'. So we started screaming, oh, such a lovely winter's day. We took her to her parents for a Sunday meal. Her father looked at me and he began to squeal. Punk rock girl, it makes no sense. Punk rock girl, your dad's vice president, rich as the Duke of Earl. You're for me, punk rock girl. We went to the shopping mall and laughed at all the shoppers. A security guard trailed us into the record shop. We asked for Bojo Nixon. They said that he don't work here. If you ain't got Mojo Nixon, your store could use some fixing. Got into a car, away we started rolling. Asked how much you paid for this, she said nothing, man, it's stolen. Punk rock girl, you look so wild. Punk rock girl, let's have a punk rock child. Well, dressed like Minnie Pearl, you and me eat fudge banana swirl. You and me will travel round the world. You and me, punk rock girl.
Great job, Dom.
Nice.
I just put in chat your background's giving me PTSD because that's what I used to do for a living. I'm like, oh.
So we're gonna go.
I got a quarter of these.
Okay. I figured it made me laugh, and I figured, you know, a bunch of people may not like it, so that's why I chose. I'm like, maybe there'll be a vegan in the audience and they can get all pissed at me.
So I've got another Son of Snake world premiere, Doomtown, Wipers cover. So we're going to go to that, and then we'll talk about the video after.
Damn, that was good.
Thank
So
you.
you playing everything?
Yeah, I mean,
You
except
playing
for,
the bass too?
yeah, bass guitar.
The-
I've actually forever been more of a bass player.
Oh, okay. Because I was actually going to make a comment. You know, because I'm a guitar player, I try to play bass, and I remember Chris Lane, who's a bass player, trying to play guitar, and I sent him a bass part for one of my songs. He's like, "Dude, you play bass like a guitar player." So I had to start rethinking it, and I was going to say, "You don't play bass like a guitar player at all."
I did it for years, and I've always been a bass player in most of the bands, except for like Flesh Gordo, where I was just the singer, but I wrote everything. But I always wrote on guitar, but I always, I understand connecting with a drummer.
Yeah, no, like you knew, you found all the perfect spots where to fill it up and where to pull it back.
And I try not to play like same keys. I do like harmonies and things like that too.
That was really cool tune.
Thank you. That's a Wipers song. If you haven't heard them,
never heard them.
They're from late 70s, early 80s.
Okay, all right, because the guitar sound, or with the Tool, which I love anything with Tool guitars, like spread wide, very much like early like T.H.U.G kind of guitar playing.
They were from Portland, Oregon, and I think Greg Sage is the songwriter for that band, and he's an amazing songwriter. Super underrated band that influenced a ton of bands, especially on the West Coast.
That's usually how it goes, right?
But I mean, like all the bigger bands that I loved, actually always they would mention them, and years later I found Wipers. So.
Right. Like who's the one of the first? I can't even remember their name, which is funny. One of the first grunge bands was Green. Was it
Green River?
Green River. And who are they? It's like they, them and Mother Love Bone,
Yeah.
And then
And well, like Nirvana, I think covered a couple Viper songs.
Right. Okay.
Poison Idea, I think, did too. So they're a pretty influential band.
And that video, I wanted to do some editing, and Chris sent that over to me, and I just basically took some public domain footage, and I love to layer things and just play with things. I wasn't 100% happy with it, but I was like, hey, it works for it.
Hey, if you like making videos there, Chad. I hate making videos. Oh, yeah. I hate it.
So definitely want to go to a quick song here. This is a band from Georgia that we'll just go to it, and then I'll talk about it after.
I mean, for the amount of years that I put into this industry, I've got nothing to show for it. It's in existence. I mean, you're always running. You're just running ahead. You're running on a treadmill going no place.
So Dom had to take off. Yeah, Billy Batts and the Made Men. Weird Al wrote propaganda songs.
They definitely have a mix influence. I hear a little bit of like Devo, and maybe like Fugazi and Egg Hunt, kind of that beef eater from DC, and
right.
That's pretty cool. Maybe a little bit of No Means No.
And here's T.H.U.G, which they call themselves American folk punk.
Rage, constant streaming of mankind brutality, fear of the world outside and what it's supposed to be. Shame at my involvement and my consistency.
That's great.
Yeah, I did see. I think it was Anti asked about a song list. Yes, I do a playlist, which I will share with the chat before the show's over, and then also I will go in and do chapters actually linked to all the songs. I have another one from Blue, a Black Flag cover from Blue Unicorn. In my head. This is absolutely fantastic and world premiere.
Voices when no one's around, silent voices that no one can see. I hear voices that don't make a sound, distant drowning that calls out to me. Feel so nice and hopeless when I'm rotting in your arms. In my head, I wanna be that bullet that goes ripping through your skull. In my head, in my head. Sometimes strangers who are good friends of mine, they always come over when no one's around. Strangers can sometimes put lights in the dark. They crawl in my face and won't leave me alone. Feels so nice and hopeless when I'm burning through your skull. In my head, I wanna be that bullet that goes ripping through your brain. In my head, in my head. I feel it lying inside of my skull. When I was in there, I wasn't alone. Someone was laughing and pointing at me. I feel secure inside of my head. The times of brilliance is trapped in the dark. I feel secure inside of my head. The brilliance of light is a shot in the dark. I feel so nice and hopeless when I'm rotting in your arms. In my head, in my head, I wanna be that bullet that goes ripping through your brain. In my head, in my head.
Fantastic, Blue.
That was great.
Yeah. So really running out of time, so I'm definitely going to try to get everybody that I planned in. So I'm just going to go to them. This is a band out of Texas, the Wee Besties.
That's cool.
Yeah. Has a ska influence, which I think ska is another one of those that's influenced by punk. I think that's basically where the roots of it came from.
Started from Operation Ivy, right there. Operation Ivy.
We go to another one of your bands, friends of yours, real quick. M Section. So that's not on YouTube. It is only on Instagram. So that's why I dropped the Instagram link to their page.
That makes me miss home.
And here's a band from Detroit, the Pink 50s. All right.
Remind me of Helmet.
We go to the Dirty Works, which this is a band that I love a lot. They're actually not around anymore. I talked with Christopher Scum, and he was going to send me some newer stuff. He sent me this, and then I didn't hear back, but hopefully in the future, because I am planning another punk show. But here's the Dirty Works.
Hear that engine roar. Got the pedal to the floor. And I'm drinking like a whore. Like a loaded 44. She said I'm living on the edge. Says I'll end up in the bed. She's afraid I'm about to die. Says I live
All right, so we are going to run a little over the 2-hour mark because I have a couple of more things I want to get in. But no, Christopher Scum's a big fan of G.G. Allin.
I could tell.
Definitely. This is another band from Texas, and kind of has because I think punk has influenced a lot of that emo music of the late 90s and early 2000s, and they're kind of in that vein, but also still have some punk to them. All right. So I do have a couple more to play. Stoner Fest has definitely started for anybody though that wanted to watch that. I understand if you got to jump over there. I did drop the link for that. But yeah, no, that was Non-Starter, of Reflections of Human Frailty. Reminded me of AFI and some of those bands similar to that. Want to play Crimson Riot, which they're from Vegas. They're actually friends of mine. They play on Twitch under the name the Roxy Gun Project. The Crimson Riot is more of their punk band, whereas Roxy Gun Project, they play all of their other stuff. And we're going to go to Hurt.
To my back, like a target awaiting attack. You got it all planned out, but I know what you're all about. Your hands are filthy and they smell like the greed of man. Not just another day
All right. Do want to bring this back to the Sex Pistols. Got another Sex Pistols cover, Anarchy in the UK. This is from Siobhan Wilson, who is from the UK. We're going to play this one. We're going to come back, say our goodbyes, and then I've got one last song to take us out. But this is a stripped down version of Anarchy in the UK.
Traffic light, your future dream is a shopping scheme, 'cause I wanna be anarchy. How many ways to get what you want? I use the best, I use the rest. I use the enemy, I use anarchy, 'cause I wanna be anarchy. It's the only way to be. Pissed, destroy.
I absolutely love that.
That's
so
cool.
Great. Yeah. So, as I said, basically, we're wrapping the show up. I did mean to have this within 2 hours. It's gone a little over, but I knew it was going to be a lot of stuff to get to. I actually had more stuff that I could have played, duplicates of some of the other bands. But there is a second show that will be happening in October. I've already got that planned. I've already got that scheduled. I'm going to drop the link for that show. So October 14th, plan to be a part of that. If you want to do a cover for it, then, message me, send me an email, let me know. hamshowchat@gmail.com. If you know of a punk band, indie band that wants to be involved, send me their information. So everybody's welcome though to take part. And as you see, it doesn't have to be 100% punk. It could be a cover of punk done, stripped down, or in whatever way that you do your music. I would love to get some germs or some bad brains, definitely some other misfits, but whatever you want to do, even Green Day, Rancid, I'd welcome any of covers of any of their stuff, AFI. So bring it for that show. Dropping the link to that so everybody can.
I just wrote one in my head when you said that. I just.
Well, I know you'll definitely have some new stuff for it.
Yeah.
And I definitely welcome you back for
Cool.
that show.
Awesome.
Anything you want to say or mention?
Just thank you for having me. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. All the bands that put songs out. It was great. It was a great time, and I look forward to the next one.
Yeah, thank you, Chris, for coming and being a part of it. Thank you for the bands that you referred that I was able to play, and then also for the 3 songs that I was able to world premiere. Very much appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm hoping more people do some collabs with you, maybe for that next show that we do.
Yep. I'm open. I'm an open book. Everyone just hit me up and we'll do something.
So yeah, no, thank you everybody that did drop by chat. I know I was kind of ignoring the chat though show, but Anti-Jack, thank you for being here. Bird, James Griffin, Blue Unicorn, Valerie Bott, Jesse Cantrell, Many Vibes, everybody that came by and hung out. Yeah, definitely there will be another, so get ready for that one. And I'm going to take us out with I just absolutely love this band Color Killer, so I'm going to play another one from them. And this is such a great song. It's about their bass player Nate, who is one of the older of the band. He is 17 now. This is Nate, fuck off. And it's an absolute great song to go out with. And here that is. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for coming by.
This one's about the kid with yellow hair. He doesn't play the bass too well at all. He wears sandals to school, hoping to top right in your pool. But not enough for of us, he's pretty tall. And he always wears a point and a big sweatshirt. He's got a matching blankie just for jerking off. In terms of fucking the songs up, he is an expert. And Nate, fuck off. Nate, fuck off. Nate, fuck off. Nate, fuck off. The computer's always full of malware viruses. No matter how much he runs into, he always looks real high. I bet his mom would probably cry when he ever searches browsing history. He's the only one we know who gets excited when the doctor says to turn your head and cough. His rapping skills have got us undecided. And Nate, fuck off. 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 And Nate, fuck off.